Meteorologist Chad Merrill with your full 7-day forecast.
Welcome back to Newswatch, folks. I want to show you this graph of the dew point trends today. Now keep in mind that early morning is on this side of the page and late afternoon on the left-hand side. So we started out with dew points in the upper 60s to lower 70s, and what happens is you typically see the dew points drop a few degrees. We dropped into the mid 60s as the day went on. That's called the atmosphere mixing things out. So while it is warm and humid, the muggiest part of the day in the summer is usually in the morning. That puts our comfort index in the morning very close to uncomfortable, and then it dropped to humid. So does it make much of a difference? Well, not really, other than the fact that you sweat a little bit more, I guess, early in the morning, and you would sweat later in the day, of course, because the temperature's warmer. Thunderstorms to the north and west of us, so we will stay dry. We have this sprawling area of high pressure that continues to dominate our weather. And notice this front is in the same spot as it was yesterday across the northern Rockies. Now, let's take you on a little bit of a tour. I-77 at Flat Top. We see flat clouds and mostly sunny skies and dry roads. The same in White Sulphur Springs at this hour. If we look at I-64, and we have bright sunshine here across the Greenbrier Valley. And as we take a look into the New River, we see hazy conditions, but no rain to speak of. And our heat index in the upper 80s to lower 90s all across the board, even though we don't have any heat advisories, because the criteria for that is 100 degrees. This is a prolonged event, and you can see the heat continuing to build across the plain states. That's going to continue to fill in across the east. So really no break from the heat and the humidity. Temperatures tonight will drop back into the mid 60s, and tomorrow we'll have lots of sunshine. 1 or 2 lone storms in the area, so maybe 2 or 3 of you out there watching will see it. Otherwise, don't cancel any outdoor plans, but of course keep in mind with temperatures in the mid 80s and heat indices about 90 to 91 degrees, it's obviously going to feel hot. Now the crux of this heat wave actually will be later this week, and then a cold front will move in and trigger showers and thunderstorms perhaps as early as Saturday evening, but the best chance will be Sunday and Monday. And yeah, we do get a break from the temperatures for 1 or 2 days, and then the heat ridge starts to expand back into our area once again next week. So keep in mind, these are the dangers going forward. Faint or dizziness, excessive sweating, muscle cramps, red hot dry skin. If you stop sweating, these are the things that you want to pay attention to with regards to your body when it comes to being outside for any prolonged period of time. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Now we look at the barometric trends today. We started out with slightly higher pressure and it went a little bit lower during the day. That's just the typical pressure variance going through a summer day. We see that we're basically in the higher pressure range, so fewer aches and pains due to the weather, until, folks, we get to Sunday and the pressure drops. With that in mind, we are in the upper 80s to lower 90s the next several days, and there is the threat for rain. 30% chance Friday, Saturday 40%, and 70% for Sunday, and this is widespread storms. The storms the next 2 days are going to be very hit and miss, so there's like a couple of you out there will see a storm, and that's it. We're still in a very dry pattern and very hot and humid, and this is still a dangerous heat wave that we are dealing with. So people need to hydrate as much as possible, and remember the early morning and late afternoon thing. And even with watering the flowers, still water the flowers even though there's a thunderstorm in the forecast, but do it early or late. If you do it in the middle of the day, it's really not going to do much.
Now I have a question.
Yes.
What time is the house the hottest again?
So the hottest time of the day is between 11 a.m. and about 5 in the afternoon.
Yes, but I mean your actual house.
Oh, in your house between 9 and 11 p.m.
9 to 11 p.m. So keep that in mind whenever you guys are going to bed. All right, now we need to send it over, so we have more news coming up on the other side of this break.